The house had always seemed a bit off to young Tommy. Its ancient timbers groaned like the complaints of the damned, and shadows danced ominously in corners, as if they harbored secrets that the light could never fully reveal. Now, with his parents away for the weekend, the old house became an eerie canvas on which the supernatural would paint its terror. On that Friday evening, a storm rolled in, casting the house into an oppressive darkness. Rain hammered on the windows, and the wind howled like a banshee. Alone and apprehensive, Tommy was determined to prove to himself that he was brave, that he could conquer his fear. He grabbed a flashlight and embarked on his exploration of the eerie house. As he ventured deeper into the bowels of the house, he felt the temperature drop and the air thicken. It was like walking into a wall of malice. The light of his flashlight seemed to falter, as if it too was afraid of what lay ahead. In the attic, he stumbled upon an old, ornate mirror, its glass smeared and warped. Tommy gazed into it, and in its distorted reflection, he saw something that sent chills down his spine. A figure, gaunt and grotesque, moved in the mirror's depths. It grinned at him, revealing row upon row of sharp, yellow teeth. Tommy's heart raced, and he backed away from the mirror, but the figure in the glass followed his movements. It whispered to him in a voice that seemed to slither into his very soul. "Open the door, Tommy." With trembling hands, he turned away from the mirror and continued his exploration. His flashlight revealed a hidden door behind a heavy, velvet curtain. It was a door he had never noticed before, and it beckoned to him, a portal to the unknown. His curiosity overcoming his fear, Tommy pushed the door open, revealing a narrow, dimly lit corridor. The air grew colder, and a foul odor filled his nostrils. At the end of the corridor, he discovered a chamber, adorned with strange symbols and filled with a palpable malevolence. In the center of the room, a grotesque figure stood, a mass of writhing, shadowy tendrils that coalesced into a form that defied nature. It was the malevolent entity, and it hungered for release. Tommy knew he had stumbled into something beyond his understanding. The entity beckoned him closer, its voice a sinister symphony of whispers. "Set me free, Tommy. Set me free, and I will grant you unimaginable power." But Tommy's instincts kicked in, and he realized that this thing was a nightmare, a horror that had festered in the shadows of his home. He clutched his flashlight, his heart pounding, and with a resounding yell, he swung it at the abomination. The entity let out an ear-piercing shriek as the light cut through its form, forcing it to retreat. Tommy continued to swing the flashlight, channeling all of his fear and anger into his blows. The entity writhed in pain, its inhuman cries reverberating through the house. With one final, desperate strike, the malevolent entity dissipated into a cloud of darkness, vanishing into the hidden corners of the house. The temperature returned to normal, and the air felt less oppressive. Exhausted and shaken, Tommy realized he had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. He retreated from the sinister world beyond the hidden door, sealing it shut once more. He knew he had faced something beyond comprehension, something that should have never been unleashed. As the storm outside continued to rage, Tommy huddled in the safety of his home, forever changed by the horrors he had encountered. The house held its secrets, but he had learned the cost of curiosity and the power of courage in the face of evil. It was a night he would never forget, a night when a young boy fought the malevolent forces that lurked in the shadows of his own home, a night when he discovered the true terror that dwelled within the heart of darkness.